Well, hello and welcome to the Microsoft mode of cloud computing, that is Windows Azure. This is Nishant Bulchandani from Sastra University, Tamil Nadu. Well, as of today, you all would be knowing cloud computing as a very popular model of computing. Well, it provides you the information, storage and computation on demand. It provides you a platform to host your applications on the net so that they are accessible via the net as a service. Now, the plus point whenever you are hosting an application on the cloud is that you are freed of details like irrelevant details like scalability, maintenance, and you can just concentrate on the application logic. Another huge important point is that you are saved of the capital expenditure. Whenever you are hosting an application locally for your server, you will be buying the server considering the peak load. But here, you can pay just for what you use at a particular instant of time. And you can scale whenever needed. Well, this is saving you on the cost side, as in how you need. Well, this was a glimpse into cloud computing. Now diving straight into Windows Azure. Windows Azure is a specialized cloud operating system which provides runtime for your applications and also provides a group of services known as the Windows Azure Services Platform on which your applications rely. Well, considering it from the viewpoint of a runtime environment, it consists of three parts: compute, storage and fabric. Compute provides the computational environment. The storage is the most important part of Windows Azure as a cloud service provider. What it does is that every data source is accessible via a standard URI and it is accessed using a RESTful interface so that you can access the data sources which are available using a standard REST get-to-port interfaces. The data abstractions available here are blobs, tables, queues and many more. Finally, we have Fabric. Fabric is the hosting environment of Windows Azure. It nets the plethora of machines available as a global pool and automatically load balances the request from applications over the pool. This was about Windows Azure as a runtime environment. Now let us look at Windows Azure Services Platform. It is an API built on SOAP, REST, XML and HTTP to provide inter-language flexibility. Well, there is a pentade of services: Windows Live Services, SQL Services, .NET Services, SharePoint Services and Dynamic CRM Services. These all allow you to easy access to your applications, whether it be your local applications or on-premise applications. Well, this was about Windows Azure as a cloud computing platform. Now let us finally come to how you are deploying an application for the cloud. Well, you all would be thinking it's a very complex task, but there are no surprises here. Well, it is so because there is a complete offline simulation of the cloud done whenever you are developing an application for the cloud via the SDK. What is done is that the storage and the fabric, the most important key parts, are emulated locally. So you can see actually via a development UI fabric what is being done. For development, you can use the traditional development tools like Microsoft Visual Studio or Java or Ruby SDK for App Fabric. Every application runs in its own instances in its own virtual machine. Every virtual machine consists of web role and worker role plus an agent. The web role accepts the incoming HTTP requests from the applications and provides the worker role a data to work upon. The worker role cannot have direct incoming HTTP connections, but it works upon the input from the web role and propagates the data accordingly to the fabric layer according to your application. Finally, the fabric propagates the data and automatically load balances it across the pool of resources available. Well, this was about developing applications. You can even debug and test your applications locally as there is a complete offline simulation. For scalability, there is a very easy part. You can just change the number of instances in a config file and you can just change the number of instances on which your application runs. So this was how you develop an application for the cloud. See, it is very easy. You can develop, debug and test locally so that other details like scalability, maintenance are all automatically being dealt by the platform. So you can just concentrate on the application logic and build a full-fledged application. Well, this was about the video. Thanks for listening. I hope it would have been informative.